If you're looking for land near Lake of the Ozarks, take a second, watch this video. I've got a 4.7 acre as well as about 7 other properties that I'm going to show you in Morgan County, Missouri. That's just north of the lake, west of Camden County, and you're going to have a lot to pick from. We've got guaranteed financing on all of these properties with payments starting as low as $150 a month, down payments from $500. Today we're going to look at the 4.7 acre, but I also have some other ones that I can show you as well. Here's some pictures. So if you come to our website and click on the link near this video, you'll be able to see some pictures that we took of the property, some maps, a bunch of other information, and everything you need to know about the property is going to be in the listing. But what I really want to show you is the map. So this is the map of the property. You can see the parcel boundaries in red. You can see this property sits very close to the intersection of 5 and Highway TT. So let me move over to a street view, zoom out, and show you what I'm talking about. So here's Gravois Mills, okay? And then here's 5 heading north from the water. So you can see you're not that far from the water. You're actually you are a whopping 3.1 miles from the water. So you're not far at all from the water. We zoom out a little bit further. You can see here's Eldon, here's the Four Seasons down here to the south in Camden County. So Camden County's over here. Then you've got Morgan County, which is over here, Versailles, Stover, Gravois Mills, Barnett. Those are some of the cities there. So when we zoom further in, you can see here that you take 5. So if you're coming from the main highway, you take 5 south. If you're coming from the water, you're taking 5 north. And you're looking for Highway TT. Because in order to get to this property, you actually do need to take TT all the way east. You don't access the property down here. You can see this road does not connect to the property. You're coming in from the east side of the property. So you're going to head east on TT. You're going to make a tight little turn there. I'll show you what it looks like here. You can see here's TT. Comes to a T, like a little dead end. Wrap around here, and then there's a fork in the road. And instead of staying on the paved road, you're going to head down Shady Road, which is a gravel road. You're going to come down, keep going, keep going. And then that's going to take you to, navigated a little too far. So then there's a fork in Shady Road. So you can see here, see how it forks. So Shady continues to head down south, but you're actually going to stay to the right there at that fork, and then that'll take you over there. And I'll just zoom in right at that intersection so you can see. So you can see you pass, I think this might be a little RV resort here. You pass this, and then you'll see you've got a dirt road that comes off of Shady. And you're going to actually come down, and that is going to bring you to the tip of the parcel right here. So that's how you're going to actually access the property. You do not access it from over here because this is private ground, and that road does not connect to this property. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, let's zoom down here. Here is a video tour. If you want to come on the website and you can start to watch the video tour, you can play that. And that's just we hired a photographer to take a short video of the surrounding area and give you an idea of how close you are to power, what's in the area, that sort of thing. So you can see here he's kind of taking you through a quick little video tour. So you're very close to the Proctor Townside State Wildlife Area, Jacobs Cave, Clabber Creek. Here is the county. This is directly from the county. I've got the GPS coordinates of the 4 corners, and we do this for all of our Morgan County property, not just this one. You can see this is an unnamed road that comes, and it actually does come all the way along the front of the property, giving you access to the property right here to the south. So right now, this property is for sale. Like I said, we've got guaranteed financing. There's a Google map. One cool thing we have before I talk about pricing is you can just punch in a starting address and So punch in St. Louis, Missouri, or Kansas City, or Arkansas, wherever you're coming from, just punch in your starting address, click Get Directions. That's going to open up a map and show you exactly how far away. So I'm mapping from downtown St. Louis City, 2 hours and 59 minutes. We could do Kansas City, 2 hours and 15 minutes, so heading directly east, south, east again, and then directly south. You can see there's Versailles. And so you're heading into Versailles and then taking 5 south. And let's do Springfield. This is just to give you a general idea of how far you are away. So you're about 2 hours from Springfield after you cross over the lake there. And that's really about it. Let's come back over here and look at the pricing. So one of two options, and we do this on all of our properties. So whether you're buying a property from us in Missouri, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Oklahoma, we've got property all over the country. We have a financing option and we have a cash option. Cash option is always going to be the cheapest for obvious reasons. Cash is king. If you have cash, can pay all cash or the combination of cash and then some on a credit card. If you can pay everything up front, you get the best deal. If you want to conserve your cash and make monthly payments, there's no prepayment penalty, so you can pay this off 6 months later, 2 years later, 5 years later. You can pay it off as fast or as slow as you want. You just have to make the minimum monthly payment. So for this one, we've got this 4.7 acres for $12,000 with $900 down and $152.96 a month. Now, if you wanted to pay more down, we can knock this interest rate down and shorten the term. Or if, let's say, you could do $300 monthly. If you say you can do $300 monthly instead of $150, that's more attractive to us. We might be able to do $9,900 instead of $12,000. So we'll haggle with you, we'll work with you, we'll figure out a payment plan that's going to fit your budget, and we'll make it work. If you can pay cash, 40% off the financing price gives you a cash price of $7,200. And we've got all that information here reiterated in the pricing section, and then we have all the property information right here in the property information table. Now, if you use something like a TomTom or a Garmin and you need coordinates, go ahead and use these coordinates here. But be sure to reference this map because you are going to have to come down that unnamed road, and there's there's a good chance that like Garmin, TomTom, Google Maps, all of those mapping tools on your phone are not going to know that unnamed road that splits right off of Shady. So just a heads up on that. And that's really about it on this one. There's no HOA, there's no homeowners association or property owners association. Morgan County does not restrict what you can do with residential no restriction property. This is residential, no restrictions. So you could do a mobile home. You could do a garage to store your boat, to store your RV. You could come here and camp. You can homestead. There's a number of different things you can do. Power is available at the street, so you would just have to pay to have the electric company set a meter to track your usage. The other thing is water is not city water and sewer. You're not in a neighborhood where you can tie into city water and sewer. So it would be well and septic at buyer's expense, and that's very common with vacant ground in Morgan County. Road access is going to be gravel. It's not a paved road. Shady is not a paved road, so just be aware of that. We do have properties that have paved road frontage if you require that. So that's it for this one. Keep in mind we do have a ton of other Morgan County property. So if you come here, here's all of our Morgan County. You can see we've got 25 total. A good portion of these have already sold though, so just be aware of that. If you want to filter, you can always do that. So you can do for sale, see what we've sold, see what's currently under contract. If something is under contract, that means that we have a contract in the buyer's hands and they're making a decision whether or not to move forward. Generally, those are 48 hours or a couple days to where they can keep the property under contract and more or less have it reserved. So here we've got 4.1 acres, 500 down. Here's a 5 acre for 1,000 down. We've got a tier 2 buildable lake view lot. So if you want something like that, we've got that. We've got a bunch of property over in the Indian Creek area, like this 2.2, 1.8, 1.51, 2.7. All those are over in Indian Creek area. And then we've got a bunch of other property that you can see here has sold. Here's the 4.7. And then we've got a bunch of other that have sold. We sold over 15 properties in Morgan County last year alone, and our Morgan County land does sell fast. So come to our website, browse around, use the maps, check out the satellite views, see the areas, and just compare and figure out which one you like, and make the down payment, and you can start using your property immediately. Talk to you soon.